We saw a few doing the old, you know, double
Not
Z
gonna
line.
let us down. Well, he did. He picked up.
No, he seems to be doing just fine as Purshik is going to get that magical journey out of Gorilla. On Fleek lands the Q, but doesn't want to go aggressive onto the Graves. As we are fighting over this dragon that just doesn't know who to breathe fire on at this point in time. The Ignite goes down onto Purshik, but he's going to keep himself alive with the Smite. Also kills the Lee Sin with his collateral damage, and Swag walks his way out. Def now looking for root here. The arrow on cooldown. And, oh dear. Binding's great from Gorilla, however. As yeah, we've got 1-for-1s. As I believe Doran tried to dive, gets the flash out of Summit, and has his teleport. So 100% a win there for the Aurelia, even though they went 1-for-1.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of talk to talk about in that top side, but Carrier's just smurfing down here in the bottom lane. He nearly killed Gorilla. That's the Carrier.
So much damage. As we're going to have a look at this one once again. There's On Fleek standing in the back of the pit, wondering whether he needs to get out or whether he wants to go for the Smite fight, but Def nails the arrow, and Purshik accidentally kills the Lee Sin, securing the Drake.
Yeah, I think he also smited early, but here's this breakdown. You can see Doran just non-stop pushing, and he's going to go for the stun into ultimate, gets the flash out, and it's just a big skirmish that Aurelia is going to win. That cannon is going to be annoying, but I believe that at the end of the day, because Summit didn't have teleport,
Shock Blast avoided, but that's a big minion wave. Now Summit trying to get past here. Gorilla's going to turn up, has to flash. That might actually just go down here as there's the hammerback onto Doran, getting underneath the turret here. Good empowered Shock Blast. So we're very close to having either a Ghost Blade or a Dust Blade completed.
no flash here.
And on Fleek, yeah, Vanguard's Edge is going to land. It's a decent Q, but it's not good. Sorry, W, but it's not going to be enough. Secured by On Fleek as Purshik's going to turn up. End of the line comes in, aptly named as well as collateral damage. Goes entirely wide. Now Purshik's trying to slow Summit down, but he doesn't have a red buff, doesn't have too many options. Quick drawing after. There's the flash follow, and one more auto attack will do it. Minion wave not quite there in time to save Summit, and it will be a 1-for-1 in the end. Purshik moving on over, wants to be able to steal this guy away, and is going to easily do so. He has Smite. Fate does not, as Arrow. Oh, hitbox! Ladies and gentlemen, is certainly a thing, as that is a very dead Zoe. Def securing that one with volley. Hawk shot to spot exactly where they're going, and oh no. In goes Carrier, looks for the ulti. Doesn't really connect too much though as Doran gets into the backline. Purshik gonna clean up the bud so quickly, and unfortunately Sandbox couldn't find their way out. The Dark Binding barely avoided by Summit, who is gonna take a volley to the face, but otherwise will escape, but not with enough, as DRX should be able to get Mountain Soul off the back of this one.
But they can't really rely on one player when they're going up against so much scaling on the side of DRX. Like literally everybody.
Oh no, he walked back into it. The cleanse is pretty late, as Gorilla didn't have his Mikhail's back off cooldown yet. And now DRX, they're looking to continue sieging forward. No CC cleanse at all, as Tempered Fate going to be flashed by Deft. On Fleek gets the kickback though, and that's a very dead Ashe. Beautifully set up there from Sandbox. And okay. Going to be discovered for the minute, and there's the flash kick. Purshik trying to quick draw his way out. He's very fast. Oh my god, and the damage that he does as well is ludicrous. Chovy goes in. Emperor's Divide again going to be a little bit worrisome as he goes golden and will be wiped out. Purshik is still trying to deal with the enemy jungler and will take him down. So a 1-for-1 in the end. Carrier in trouble though off to the side. Black Shield is going to be put together. There's the flash over the wall by Fate. He picks up another one, but this is a fight on multiple fronts, and DRX are certainly winning the one over here. The volley comes in, slows down somebody's trying to run away with his phase rush, and I believe he'll be able to. Oh my god, just being ran around. DRX. There's actually a fair bit of vision here on this bottom side for Sandbox, as DRX just haven't really been bothered clearing it out. As there's another kick flash, and Purshik just off in the wrong direction. Arrow is going to pierce the heavens, but Summit gets the Mikhails from Gorilla. Will be able to take down the Graves.
Why you try to not make mistakes like this?
There's a whole bunch of traps here lining the area as DRX, they're still going to have to try and contest this if they can. Doran going to mitigate a bit of damage, and with the 4 members of DRX that are here, they're going to eat the Tempered Fate for the minute. Yep, that is going to be the Elder Drake secured by Sandbox. And a successful disengage as well. Actually was thinking.
They have Bard.
Yeah, Sandbox is looking for it, but Deft is holding onto his arrow. Doran eats the Tempered Fate, and there we go. Gorilla taking a lot of damage here from Deft, who is ganking on the Ashe. Immediately, Mikhails comes out, and Summit is just going to be dead. The Hunter became the hunted in Sandbox at that particular moment. Chovy grabs the kill. The arrow, once again, majestically sails. Not too much more is going to happen as DRX are just moving down this mid lane to try and eradicate the map of as many inhibitors as possible. And okay, Chovy going to eat that one. Move back onto Pyosik as Golden again goes Chovy. I was like, wow, that Tempered Fate lasted a long time. But Zondius is going to come in as well. Vanguard's Edge connects onto so many. The Zoe just eradicated, and Doran into the backline, resetting all over the place, and instantly, that's an ace, and that'll be the game.
Yeah, Doran puts an end to that one. They were a little bit too far away from the turret, and down it goes. GG.
That felt a little bit like,
oh, like drop a set, okay? But it takes 41 minutes to end this game. They were so being played yesterday. It was kind of on the lower side.
Building up all of that grit. I do like it.
Feel happy about this because we had it in the top lane with the Aurelia. Game one.
Whoa, that's a big flash out from Doran, who gets it onto Summit as well, but that's the flash follow. Pyosik grabs that first blood from out of nowhere. Carrier flashing as well as On Fleek flashes down towards the bottom side. He is going to sacrifice himself, though, as Deft collects that kill, and Root taking so much of that charged up tower's damage. And Deft, remember, has teleport, so even if he does go back, he will be able to collect this minion wave, but it looks like he's just happy to stay here. Definitely an advantage here for DRX.
Yeah, I think it should be fine. Both of these bottom laners are relatively weak. They're going to go for it, though.
All right, Deft's going to flash. There's the flash forward from Gorilla. Peacemaker not going to connect, as Gorilla can't get there for the last auto. Hawkshot going to land. The turret plates, at least, go over to Gorilla, who somehow kills Deft. Not sure what happened there. That was very interesting. Maybe Pix went rogue and just murdered him, as Root's going to get shuriken to the face. And DRX once again.
This was a nice setup. Watch how Carrier saves his Q until he's about to die.
Yeah. As this was the dive we were expecting, as Deft is dead.
Still no flash here up in the top side, and Kennen is level 6, so see, he is looking, well, this is not how you take the trade, Doran. I don't know what that was.
Baiting.
Yeah, well, Pyosik is level 5, so they're going to try to go ahead and 3-man it. Let Pyosik do the tanking. Actually, Chovy's going to tank.
Yeah, Emperor's Divide goes wide entirely, but it doesn't seem to matter as Doran's going to get targeted down. Fate with the teleport. Gets himself in there. Who's going to win? If we're even at like 30 minutes, who wins?
It's kind of hard to say because based on draft, I'd probably give it to the side of Sandbox, but, you know, it is DRX. So, nice little dive there that we did see earlier on. The minion wave gets cleared very effectively by Summit, and he drags them as far under the turret as possible. As he's calling for the kill onto the Kennen, which does eventually happen as 3-on-3 here.
On Fleek lying in wait for the counter gank, as now Deft is going to turn tail and run. Pyosik with a decent stun, great dark binding. Will connect. Pyosik ults his way out of there. Deft at level 6, doesn't have the arrow anymore, of course, as Fate. It's now his turn, but Chovy's here as well. Emperor's Divide pushes the bear back in. On Fleek will be taken down. As Ace in the Hole comes in, Carrier's going to block it there for Deft, and it's a 1-for-1. In the end, both junglers to be taken down. Chovy turns up, but a little bit late to this party. As Wild Growth connects, and all right, there's the Abduct. Gets the knock up as well as Fate. Going to get completely obliterated, but is going to flash his way to safety. Doran with his Slicing Maelstrom. Summit has been lit on fire. The culling comes in. Oh, the last tick of the Ignite, not enough, but the flash. And the auto gives it to the Kennen, and that's a solo kill. Ticks of damage as possible before Summit could get out of the way. As I've seen this movie before. This time Carrier is going to be there to defend. No Slicing Maelstrom available, but that is just a very dead Graves.
God.
Oh dear, that's a whoopsie.
Did they not see the Morgana? I mean, even then, it's like he's just kind of walking by the Kennen. That's giving him so much free damage.
Well, Pyosik's got a black shield, and that means that he's not going to be CC'd by that Emperor's Divide. Fate's going to fall down. Carrier flashes. He's having a real good day. Your boy on the bottom side of the map, Valdez, certainly looking good. It's the culling. Not going to be stopped. The Wild Growth just waited for Gorilla, toying with DRX right here. The ulti comes out. It's an angry bear. And Gorilla will be punished. for his insubordination, and another Dark Binding comes in. Just write it down. I think Carrier's getting the pog this time as the Chain Lash connects onto Summit. He was already slowed, and he will be taken out. And DRX find another one of their miraculous mid-games.
In the fight for Sandbox, after they just try to save one person, as here we go.
Yeah, Doran just trying to stand his ground here and decides that he's going to kill Summit. Going to do it. Solo kill 1v2, by the way, as the second one comes in. The Bear collects that. As Deft, he was just getting turret plates. That's the most important thing.
What is this? TP'd behind the fight.
Don't worry.
Level 10.
Oh, there's the bind. Chovy does have an Emperor's Divide. He's going to nail that one. That's all too easy. And Carrier gets a well-deserved kill. It's Morgana and Kennen, man. Both Doran and Carrier having 1v2, so maybe he just gets it automatically, and now he's looking for another one. That's 3 solo kills in the one game.
Yeah. Well, at this point, it's like he's just rolling over. And also, it was kind of just Sandbox running into him, right? But it was still a great play.
Every time. Just does way more damage. Oh, the interruption was beautiful. Chovy's going to land the abduct. Has he switched on? I think he may have. It might be a little bit late to have any relevance in the series.
Yeah. This one has, it's turned from a snowball into an avalanche at this point. I have no idea what Gorilla.
Goodbye, Gorilla.
I have no idea.
Sometimes you think you're safe underneath the turret, but there's a volley there. And he's going to ohm wreck this turret. Fate teleports towards it. I don't know whether he necessarily wants to, as Chovy
looks like it's kind of in the bag here, Atlas. As here we go again.
Yep, there's another pick underneath this turret. Oh my god, the 1-2 punch is just revolting. Kennen's, by the way, killed the Graves again. What? Doran is like an entire team by himself right now as Gorilla. He's going to turn up. Is it going to be enough to kill the Kennen? Alpha top lane performances from Doran as well, and this is definitely a big one.
Take a look at this. Chovy waits, and Fate actually fails it. So the stun doesn't come in from Chovy until after. Yeah, was Fate missing?
Or was Chovy, did he manage to put his body in front or something like that? I don't know. That looked really strange.
Yeah, it was just a little bit of a whoopsie there.
Damn it. It seemed like a Chovy super play, but actually it was the yellow bear this time around. That binding's going to connect. As Chovy's got another Emperor's Divide. We'll see how he uses it this time, as Shirley's going to cram her head into the top inhibitor turret and does a lot of damage to that also. I mean, Baron hasn't even spawned yet, and I was about to bring it up. I'm like, DRX can go and do Baron whenever they want. Well, no, they can't. They need to wait another minute and a half before that's an option, as Gorilla is so squishy, and I think, oh no! Carrier doesn't find the puddle until a little bit too late as Pyosik dives on in and takes down the Lulu. OnFleek tries to keep himself alive as Pyosik turns off the turret. He's not dying to it today as Summit's dead. And Doran is looking for Root, and yeah, he's real dead.
20-minute game?
Yeah, I mean, why is Doran, he's so tanky as well. He's level 14. Oh my god. As they're just tanking this turret, they don't care at all. Chovy's going to take down the top inhibitor one. And yeah, I mean, this is something that should be happening at 35 minutes, not 19. And DRX not going to go overly aggressive. Summit, he has different things on his mind, though, as Carrier going to get swept aside and destroyed. Pyosik's not going to be able to avenge his support at this point in time. Chovy, I believe, on vision. As OnFleek is going to be there to meet him. Collateral damage picked up by Chovy. Chain Lash not going to connect, but that one will. It's a whole lot of damage. Wild Growth onto Root not going to be nearly enough, as the Slicing Maelstrom is utterly terrifying out of this uber-fed Kennen. And I mean, with another couple of kills, I think this is just the game. As yep, Summit is super dead.
They're just farming them at this point. I mean,
yeah.
Nice little thumbs up again. Result.
Carrier just really wants to blast cone his way over. He's going to, as he follows his Dark Binding. And bouncy castle. Pyosik nails it that time. Able to save Carrier there for the minute. As over the wall goes Chovy. He's got his own Wild Growth. He's going to use it on himself, but does have to flash, as the Lucian's dead again. Doran is once more diving turrets against 2 people as Kennen. As, yeah, the Valdanalist is going to allocate that player of the game. He was adorable.
Not a big fan of the of the top Lucian.
Well, Root is real dead, as there's the Slicing Maelstrom. The Bear took the first kill, so it can't be a penta for Doran, but he deserves one. He's had a hell of a game. Fate sitting on his fountain, wondering what the heck he's supposed to do at this point in time. He tried as hard as he could, but it didn't work out. He'll kill the Morgana, as Deft is also very, very low, but I have a feeling that this game is well and truly over. Doran even escapes. That's going to guarantee player of the game as the Nexus falls down at 2-0 for DRX up against Sandbox. And a gold lead that they did have, but still 27 minutes is it's no long game.